So Ash, the management restructuring continues. Graham Welsh back as bowling coach and Ian Westwood appointed as development coach.
Yeah, delighted to bring Welshie back to the club. We've obviously worked well in the past together. I think he's one of the best in the business at what he does. So I think it'd be great for our bowlers. Westy, again, fantastic that we keep him on staff. He's got a massive role to play with some of our younger players, and then moving up through our system as well into second team and first team. But his main role will be around helping our young players, alongside Paul Greetham, make that transition from academy into the professional ranks.
And Graham and Ian, of course, two guys very much at the opposite ends of their coaching career, aren't they? Pop's a proven top-level coach.
Yeah, he is. We know him very well here. He's been away and he's cut his teeth a bit more really on leadership, and he led Derby for a couple of years, then moved on to Leicester. He's had a lot of experiences, which I think are also important to him and to us. Him coming back with some different ideas, and with respect, he would have seen a fair amount of Division 2 cricket in the last few years. So that might help us this year when we start our campaign to come back to Division 1.
And Ian now embarks on his coaching career, though in terms of advising and mentoring the younger guys, I guess he's done plenty of that as senior player over the recent years. Yeah,
well, Westy still remains our last academy player to get his first team cap, or batsman anyway, so that's quite a long time ago now. You think about it, he's been through his career, retired, now moves on to the coaching team, so he's got a big role to play there. He's got a lot of experience. He's exactly the right personality to do that role, and he's got some exciting young players to work with in the academy, and that transition for us, making that transition more effective and more efficient is one of our priorities.
And Pop and Ian are both former Warwickshire players, of course, and true bears, which is great in its own way, but of course the most important thing is they excel in their roles.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, this isn't a close shop. We want the best in those areas to come in and work with us, and an advantage that they know the system, they know the club, they've played here, they have a great love for this place, and that's certainly one of the blocks you're looking for when you recruit. But ultimately, as with players, you want the right people with the right skills.
Alan Richardson and Chris Armstrong have left, of course. Both those guys did some great work for the club.
Absolutely, and we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. Both worked very hard for us, and Chris particularly has been through full circle really. Last decade of very successful Bears cricket, and now we're perhaps coming back to that start point again when we have to build again. But yeah, we wish them both really, really well. Both very fine people, and none of this, whenever you restructure, it's not a reflection on them. It's just I felt we needed to refresh things, and that was part of the process.
And there are changes too in the women's setup, of course. Darren Franklin has left as head of women's cricket to take up a role with the ECB, so the hunt is on for his successor.
Yeah, and that's quite an innovative sort of new role for us, so to bring that position in completely under the club. So head of women's cricket, women and girls cricket, will basically sit as part of my cricket management team. So it's very important to us that area of our cricket is developing and improving. We're getting there. We've had some very good results without quite getting over that final hurdle. So we want someone to come in who can lead that department, and perhaps place as much importance and focus on that area as we do on our men's and boys cricket.
The women's team came on a long way under Darren, of course, didn't they? It's just a question of turning near misses into trophies.
Yeah, Darren was fantastic, and alongside him, Errol, of course. Things perhaps worked against them a little bit this year in terms of availability and some injury, but we are close, and now we just need to go that final step.
And just away from personnel matters, you've decided to change things around a little bit in pre-season in 2018. No trip to Dubai.
Yeah, no sunny trip to Dubai, so the players won't thank me for that, I'm sure. But again, we wanted to look at different options. We felt if we had an option here in a marquee, on grass, in conditions much more like we're going to get in the first couple of games of the season, then we thought it was a good option to try, and we can do that this year. Gary Barwell and his team have been fantastic in helping us organise it or get to the point we have so far. There's still a bit of unknown because we've never done it before, but we're very confident that the facilities will be good, the pitches will be fine, and as early as February we'll be able to be outside playing some cricket.